What made you join the Spiritual Healing Sanctuary?
I'm familiar with how potent and how glorious your work is to start with.
I think personal development's always been on my radar. Always self-knowledge, like who am I? What am I here for? What's my purpose? Am I traveling in the right direction? And not only just that questioning, but also around a sense of I want to align my life with a soul purpose, or a sense of something deeper that's steering my course.
Building more of a relationship with spirit. And then I felt the sanctuary would help me do that.
Wanting to go to that deeper place of self that's so vulnerable and questioning.
Which is probably why every opportunity I get to do something of yours, a course or something, I'm on board.
How do you find the information component of the Spiritual Healing Sanctuary, I guess, is my question to you.
I really enjoy it. I do love learning and the mental aspect of it.
It's invaluable knowing what the hey is happening when you're having a meltdown, you know. Yeah, that can also make things a lot easier. Yes, you have to go through uncomfortable times, painful times, but if you know what it's about, it makes a lot of difference.
Because you were helping me remember that I am a soul, that I am spirit, and that makes me feel much more powerful and much more capable to go about my life.
And for me, it's like that real balance of having the healing, but also learning, so I'm feeding that part.
Yes. And we go really deep and juicy and really just, it's like I get sucked into the screen and I can't get enough.
What about the healing component of it, the group healing?
Feel that sense of healing and connection. Yeah, I certainly feel it. I love the fact that others are there as well.
I feel its effects, definitely afterwards, I feel like they're quite powerful.
I definitely notice a shift within me with the group healing.
So I get benefit from the group healings, even though I'm not able to turn up at the time of the Spiritual Healing Sanctuary.
So I've actually accessed a lot of the content in the recording, right? So it's actually a really good insight for people that think they might not be able to make it very frequently to the live. Had I signed up knowing I'd be watching it on the replay, I might not have signed up. But reality is, watching it on the replay hasn't impacted the outcomes I've achieved. I did the healing and I was feeling really crappy going into that. And as I came, and so it's very physically crappy. And coming out of it, I just had I was lighter and just more energized, with really tangible results for me.
I guess if anything, sometimes it may feel a little bit more potent because there is a group,
When I do the group healing, I work in this particular temple that's held by some of the healing spirits that I work with. And so everybody gets invited into that healing temple, and everybody they've got their own place, their own little sort of place to lie down to receive the healing, and it becomes kind of more potent the more that you do it. So have you ever participated without actually turning up live? Because some people would think, I might not always be able to turn up. And is the experience diminished by not being able to be there live?
No, I think I may even have tried to respond as I was watching the video. So no.
That's so funny. I love that. Right in the chat box. Hang on, the chat box isn't there.
1 week I did it remotely, and that was one of the healings that I found really, really profound at the time of having it.
I love the convenience of being able to just tune into the videos on my time frame. There's been no difference, because I have joined live the last couple of sessions. There's been no difference in regards to kind of the healing that I've experienced and the understandings that have processed between the two, between me joining live and watching it later.
Do you use the tools that are taught in the Spiritual Healing Sanctuary?
Yeah, every day.
For each session you do, you tend to bring in a tool that comes through at some point in that session. And definitely for those 2 weeks, I always try to lean into that particular tool and to explore that. And it's nice then in the follow-up session, again, that group component of hearing what other people's experiences are is validating.
Some people would never have met me before and might consider doing the Spiritual Healing Sanctuary. And I guess, what do you feel that I bring to the group as the facilitator?
Oh, you know. There it is.
Not much.
Well, perhaps a couple of things.
I really resonate with your energy, how you present. Love your silliness, because I have that silliness in me too. So I relate to a lot of the silliness. Always having a little chuckle. And I love how there's no shaming of anything that might be talked about or presented or asked. There's no condescending or shaming.
Because I can feel your vulnerability, I feel safe with you.
I mean, I love your blend of quirky humour and high level intelligence, but also real humanity. You know, that real compassion and the wanting to care and nurture people in the experience.
And I think, like you say, there's a sense that you're very real, and that makes it feel like, okay, so we can have this amazing connection, but you could still be like an everyday person that, you know, stuffs up every now and again, and you know, like, that's normal and it's okay.
But you bring through this lightness without trivializing anything that you're offering. You're bringing through joy, and you bring through ease, and your stories are charming, and your examples maybe even silly, but they always illuminate.
That you're a really good facilitator. You make the subjects fun.
My intention as a facilitator is for it to be a safe place for people to be able to explore soul spirit connection, be able to bring anything to the table no matter what it is, and we can all discuss it in a way that is free of, you know, you're right or you're wrong, or this is good or bad, and just, oh, this is what it is, let's look at this and let's get spirit's input from this.
That's like, I just could just soak that every day, every moment. Love it. It just lights me up.